First attempt, floor 25. This shit is hard as fuck. Yeah, anyways.
Drop the weapon.
By the way, anybody who didn't summon for Caesar, I'm honestly gonna put her in the must summon tier now, I'm not gonna lie. That's if you want to push stuff like this. I honestly don't like this camera for this part, but oh well. It was already on. I did not mean for Zhuyuan to do that. I thought I had an assist point, I'm not gonna lie.
Courage is power. Knowledge is no good surrendering.
She ate a lot of hits there.
Justice always prevails. Suppressor K22. Maximum firepower.
And see, there's one thing with this fight that's really annoying. Is we're gonna have to kill both of these dudes at the same time, pretty much. Because if they're not killed at the same time, then they're gonna revive each other.
Not even close. There's no retreat now. Neat and tidy. Justice always prevails.
Definitely taking more hits than I'd want, but it is what it is. I spent like 30 minutes labbing the last fight with Ellen because there was a brand new fight. Pretty fun enemy. Stuff like this makes me want to finish the quality builds on Nicole and these other characters. Because now it feels like, well, I kind of need it, right? I want to squeeze out damage and get these rotations in. I'm going to drop the combo here because I don't want to kill that one.
Surrender your weapon. Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Bro, that's like instant. Holy shit. It's a battle of attrition now, I guess. Damn, fuck, I died. Run it back, run it back. I almost had that too on first attempt, but like, wow, that's insane. By the way, for anybody new to the channel, because this will be a video, I am complete free-to-play. So it's doable, but you have to be good at the game. This is not baby content. People will be like, oh, this game's easy. Nah, bro. This shit is not easy. Try doing it without Caesar, bro. You will hate yourself. You probably do it if you got high enough damage of like Bernice and like Yanagi or Yanagi. I don't know why I said her name wrong there, but it is what it is. But yeah,
Behave now. Hands up.
you will not be coming in here with like low tier stuff.
Suppressor K22. Maximum
They're not electric weak though. That is true. You bring up a good point. I mean, again, I'm just saying that because like some setups could do it if they've got enough, right? But if you don't got enough, you're definitely not doing it. I do think Ji Yuan's the best character for this fight at the minute, though. Yeah. I think Ji Yuan is the best character for this fight. Purely because of the burst window that you have to have. And the fact that you can fight at a bit of a range. But definitely a team like I'm running here with Caesar. Or like Chingy, for example, but that is going to require some more skill. Again, I'm used to this stuff. Shit, I'm a hardcore gamer. But also, whenever you fight the battle twins enough to max out all your characters, right? It's like, yeah, you're probably used to the fight by now. Holy. This and a lot of Hollow Zero runs. Okay, so I ate a hit there that was not intended. I meant to dodge that attack, but oh well.
Behave now. Home is where the head is. Justice always prevails. Don't even try it. You're surrounded. This won't hurt. Not. Take them all. No. Justice always prevails.
Bro. Chat. They were 1 HP. That's crazy. I thought the delay from the corruption would have saved me there. It's okay. Battle of attrition. Just keep going. They'll eventually drop below 1 HP, and I can kill them both. Ooh, that was a bad hit to eat. There should be a parryable attack coming in a second. I'm gonna actually iframe it with you. There we go. Caesar's like auto block coming in clutch right there.
Courage is power. Knowledge is hands
Razona Boo also building up that damage in the background. Holy, that attack is rough, bro. I'm gonna proc the shield for free just to get a, you know, little protection in there in case I mess up. Whoa. Okay, I can tell you right now, my, what's her name? Nicole doesn't have her full, like, relics leveled, right? So she is a bit squishier than she should be. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, they're looking pretty low. I am mashing the hell out of my keyboard, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream. But, you know, getting those button inputs. No, you're dying. There we go. That was, attempt 2, or... Was that attempt 2 or 3? I think it was 2. But yeah, bro, this is getting rough. 25 is, like... It's not the highest, so the highest one of rewards right now is actually 30. But now I've got the legend title. Oh, yeah. No, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I am full-on elitist with this stuff. More titles, more floors, all this stuff. After being 425, Endless Conflict will be unlocked. Simulation Trial and Endless Conflict, you can keep challenging increasingly powerful enemies There will be no more phases, and your agent HP will not recover in any way outside of oh god. The highest floor you manage to reach will be recorded and displayed at the main badge interface. Ooh. Yeah, apparently this caps out at 85, right? So, you know, that's gonna be quite rough. Now there is a badge apparently for hitting 30, which this is the main thing I want to get to flex, right? So that'll probably be a separate video, but yeah, that's floor 25. Rate, like, subscribe to me on Twitch if you want more Zenless content. If there's really anything I can tell you about clearing this, right, as a free to play, you should have pulled Caesar. And if you want to ego it, like I was doing for floor 24, you totally can. It's doable, right? And I did beat it. But you're gonna need some heavy investment on your characters if you don't want to struggle within that mode, right? And you know, let's go over the builds, right? Because I can tell you right now, my Ellen build is not actually good. It's pretty mediocre. So here are the stats, right? Let me cover my face, right? We've got 65 crit rate and 93 crit damage, so it's actually pretty low. Attack is at 3061 though, which is relatively high for what she wants to do. Talents are, you know, basically full 11 except for the assist because she doesn't really use the assist. And of course, I've got, you know, this maxed out, right? As for the actual build, we've got 2-piece penetration. As you can see here, the substats, right? We've got 4-piece woodpecker electro with some okay rolls on a few of these, right? Nothing too crazy. Again, could be a lot better. We are using the free-to-play weapon because this is going to be her best option for free-to-plays apart from the Starlight engine. However, this is much more easier to use, and it's going to lead to overall more damage if you're, you know, maximizing her EX specials instead of getting your quick assist, because Sukaku is pretty slow at proccing quick assist. You want her to minimize her field up time, so you don't typically do her hold skill, but yeah, that's the reason for that. That just ends up being her best 4-star option. So yeah, that's the Ellen build. As for the Vaughn build, again, nothing crazy. He does have his signature weapon, because I got that off of, you know, random banner. But as you can see here, talents are pretty much where they should be. Yeah, they're where they should be now, right? 11 across the board except for the dodge, which debatable, but like I don't really care about that. You know, it's here and there. But yeah, again, stats, nothing really noteworthy. He just has high impact because he's got his signature, and of course energy regen 2-piece. Here are the stats, as you can see here. Pause if you like, right? If you want to see. He isn't a hybrid build, although unfortunately got a bit unlucky with some of the rolls there, right? But Vaughn, he's doing pretty solid for what he needs to do, right? And then Sukaku, you know, the Gremlin herself is actually on a hybrid build as well because, well, I can, and because it's actually really good, and it's what honestly saved my run earlier for the people on stream here, right? Having a hybrid Sukaku. This is a, you know, high investment build, right? Not everybody will be able to do this, but you know, this is something I would recommend doing if you can actually achieve it with the stats. I did have better stats, however, I did swap the gears around to like give Ellen a bit more crit damage and also to give Lucy more crit damage, which is, you know, unrelated to that. But yeah, 2,500 attack is to max out her buff via her core ability, and of course we have the crit stats for her to do damage. If you want, there are options like Anomaly Sukaku, but I don't recommend it. I'd prefer for her to do damage whenever she comes in with her chain attack. Speaking of which, skills, I do intend to level up probably the basic, but that's like once I'm done with every other character sort of thing. And then maybe the assist, because you do parry quite often, or at least I do, with like her M4, or no, it's M2, right? But yeah, I do have both the skill and the chain attack maxed out so they can do as much damage as possible whenever she is on field for her split second. And of course, she has M6 because, well, I got really lucky and I have all the supports M6, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, you make a lot of use of her M2 if you do know how to play her correctly. I feel like people are overhating on how she actually functions. You just gotta, you know, resolve the skill issue, right? As for the people that were used during that specific battle, we're gonna have Zhu Yuan. My Zhu Yuan's on, I would say, significantly better build. As you can see, 58 crit damage, 136 crit damage. Right, nothing too crazy here. We're gonna be here are her talent levels, right? 11 for the needed ones, and of course you get the max core ability, right? As for the equipment, we are running 4-piece ether sets, right? Chaotic metal. Here are the subs for everything. They're much better than Ellen's, I would say. But yeah, we're running also the 2-piece with bigger electro. Nothing too crazy. And of course, we are using Starlight Engine because you do at least one swap per rotation with Nicole, which, you know, I'll get to in a second. But yeah, much better build. She's got like what, it's like plus 30 crit rate or something, I think is what it gets from impressive. Yeah, it's plus 30 crit rate, so she's gonna be at like 88. And then Nicole with her with her M6, right, is gonna give another 15. So I should have 100% crit with this up. So that's, you know, pretty dang good. That is not the right number. But yeah, should have 100% crit with at least 136 crit damage. Pretty solid. It's gonna go up by another, like, was it? It's like 52 from the set bonus. It's a weird number, but yeah, you guys get the idea. It's a solid enough build to get the job done for whatever I need to do. Is it 33? It's 50 because there's a plus 20. Yeah, it's in combat, so you get 53 crit damage from the actual set in combat. So yeah, pretty solid. That's like what 180, no, 191, 90, no, 180, yeah, 189 crit damage. Pretty solid. As for the other people on the team, Caesar is actually on the wrong build. As you can see here, we have Anomaly built on her because I was running her with Jane Doe, is what I typically do, right? However, she's on a, you know, hybrid build at the minute. On that team, like, it depends on the team, but I would say you definitely want to run her crit. But if you're running her with Jane, you'd run her Anomaly, right? But yeah, as you can see, here are the stats. We've got max core skill, and I do have her all needed talents leveled. Again, Stunner, we can debate about the dodge attack, but that's here nor there. I don't really think it's necessary on any of these characters, even though I was dodging a lot with, you know, some of them. It's not that big a deal. As for the 4-piece, as you can see, we are running 4-piece Proto Punk and then 2-piece Impact set. Here are the stats. As you can see, they are pretty mixed. I would prefer to have more crits, but I'm just happen to be running Anomaly at the minute. And we are actually using Ambi's stun weapon because I don't have anything else, right? There is Vaughn's, but like it's 3% impact. It's not make or break at the end of the day, right? So yeah. Ambi's weapon just because of its stats, and so, you know, Caesar, she's insanely broken. Like, she should have gaps like every support in the game, and she's even like replacing stunners in some regard on like currently on like Soldier 11 teams. So yeah, or unless you've got Chingy, right? But still, you run her plus Chingy. So yeah, Caesar's insane. I would definitely recommend getting her. There's a chance that I might move her up to a 10 out of 10 on my summon recommendation purely because of how hard the content is getting nowadays for the game. But you know, we'll debate about that. As for my Nicole actually does not have as much investment. She does have her core maxed out, but none of her skills are actually leveled, which I do feel like now with stuff like this, I kind of want to level her skills and do a bit of crit on her. But again, that's here nor there. It's not really necessary, as you can tell. She is M6, like I've said, got all the supports M6. And then, of course, as you can see, defense and HP are not even leveled. But yeah, you have her on 4-piece energy recharge, just like Sakaku. And of course, 2-piece ether damage, so you can get higher corruption damage, and so on, right? Here are the stats, as you can see. And then, of course, we've got like refinement 4 of her weapon. And I didn't mention Sakagu's, hers refinement 1. This weapon, I wouldn't say it's necessary, but it's huge for the overall rotation. Getting multiple skill shots off consistently and really fast will massively increase your damage output, which you want. Nothing here is really necessary, though, except I would just, you know, run the 4-piece, right? And again, I can do dedicated videos if anybody is curious about this stuff, but I don't want to make this way too long. But yeah, those are like the main builds, as you saw there, for what I am rocking, clearing these stages, getting up to 25 and beyond. Just to quickly go over it, because I think that's like everything. I mean, there's really not much more to say, right? Besides the fact that, yeah, pretty high investment builds being, this is the start of 1.3, so we've had like 18 weeks to play the game, I would say, is what it is. It's like 6 weeks per cycle. So yeah, pretty impressive stuff, I'd say. I have hyper focused on a few things, like probably not necessary again. Like, again, the assist is not the most necessary, but I've had really good luck, and so I've just been, you know, messing around. You can see all these weapons are level 60. I gotta level up more for the 2 new characters I just pulled, Bernice and Inagi. Relics, you've already seen that, right? Resources, I had a lot. I just spent a bunch. I'm going to spend more. You get the idea, right? And then, of course, I still have a lot of ether batteries. Again, I saved these till I was level like 50. I used like 20 or so. The game has given out a lot, and I still have a lot left over. And as you can see, I'm even wasting some energy because you know, listen, IRL stuff, got me backed up, right? But, you know,
Only the brave
the grind don't
live.
stop, right? Plenty of stuff. All right, let's wrap this up because I don't want to take too much more of your time here. Here's the Jane Doe build. Nothing too crazy, right? Max core, because that's all really matters. And we've got 4-piece physical with reinforced R5. And then, of course, you know, anomaly stats across the board. Again, just pause the video if you do want to see any of that. Lucy, again, she's actually insane. I used her as a main DPS on the stages that were weak to fire, which was like stage, like 15 through 19 or something. Or was it before that? Whichever stages were. I was using her as a fire DPS. Hybrid build, again, is here. I am working on her talent levels. In fact, let's, well, do I want to do this? I'm going to do it. Yeah, again, I'm working on leveling her, but as you can see, the core is maxed out. And then, of course, here is the actual, you know, relics and everything, right? And then, of course, her weapon is really good. It's R3, because, again, I got pretty lucky. It just is what it is, right? And so, yeah, there's that. Lucy, very, very strong. Probably third best support character in the game, I'd say, after Caesar and Sakaku. Yeah. Seth is actually an anomaly hybrid build, which, honestly, you could probably argue pure attack is better, but I wanted him to do disorder damage with Jane Doe. It is what it is, right? Here's the build, right? Nothing too crazy. And I do have his weapon R2. I do want it higher because I want him to have more anomaly build up, and I do want his M2. Unfortunately, I've got no dupes for him, right? So, yeah, I want him to have higher build up so he can, you know, do more disorders. And that's all the characters that I have leveled. Going forward, I do intend on leveling Nekomata because I think people underrate her and I do like her. And then obviously I've got to upgrade, you know, the other people. But yeah, that's going to be the video. Sorry for taking more of your time than probably necessary, but I just want to go over the builds and the account progress so far. This game is great, and I'm glad they're adding all this cool stuff. So yeah, like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.